Hello Rupert families, I wanted to come to you today with a short video about Chromebook distribution. So Chromebook distribution is happening on Wednesday and Thursday next week, August 12th and 13th. That's from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock on those 2 days here at Rupert. So what do you need to know about Chromebook distribution? First, it is for grades 1 to 4 only. So if your child is in grades first, second, third, or fourth, you should come during those times to pick up your Chromebook. If you have a kindergarten student, the Chromebooks will not be available, so please do not come on those days. If you have a child at the middle school or at the high school, your Chromebook will not be here at Rupert, so please do not come here. It is only for Rupert students. They are assigned by name and number, and they will be here on site at Rupert for only those Rupert students. We are not giving out Chromebooks for the middle school and high school. We're not giving out Chromebooks for students that are enrolled in the virtual academy. This is for students that are enrolled in Rupert only. So I know we've gotten some questions about that. The virtual academy students will get their Chromebooks at a different day and time from a different place, not here. This would just be for Rupert students, again, in grades 1 to 4. So in order to get your child's Chromebook, you should come with your child's name and their student number on a card. So how do you get your child's student number? If you don't have it, you log into Home Access Center. Don't have Home Access Center? Now's a great time for you to get it. If you go onto our webpage, on the main page, on the right side, it says Home Access Center. You click that link and it will take you to Home Access Center. And if you don't currently have an account, you'll be able to go step by step through that to set up an account. That's really important, not just for getting your child's student number, but also for keeping up to date on things we have going on in school, like your child's grades. And you can also go on there and change some of your contact information yourself. Like if you got a new phone number or email, you can go directly into Home Access Center and change that information yourself. Incidentally, you can't change your address in there. You need to provide proof of residency to us. And that's not something you can change in Home Access Center. But back to Chromebooks. So in order to get your Chromebook, you need to have a piece of paper or a card with your child's name and number. And we're looking for hopefully drive-through service using our drop-off loop. So you'd come through the drop-off loop, you'd hold up your card or your paper, we would get your Chromebook, and you would get it picked up that way. You'd have to sign a form or do it online to sign the form. We'll have record of that from the IT department here. And then you have your child's Chromebook and you're set to go. If you got a Chromebook last year and haven't turned it in, you should turn that in prior to getting your Chromebook. Do you have to get a district Chromebook? No, you don't. If you have a laptop or some other device that you want your child to use, that you say, hey, we're good, we have a device specifically set up for our child. We're looking for every child to have a device. You don't have to. Of course, our Chromebooks will be set up with the things your child needs to get rocking and rolling with education right away. But if you don't want to do that because your child has their own laptop, that's great. But we don't want them to share devices this year. I know that's something we did in the spring because we didn't have enough devices. We're not looking for our students in grades 1 to 4 to share devices this year. So we're looking for a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you need a Chromebook, the time to come, again, is August 12th and 13th from 2 to 6 o'clock. I want to let you know that there's no rush to get here and line up traffic at 2 o'clock the first day. We're not going to run out. They are set up specifically with your child's name. So it's not a first come, first serve opportunity. They're set up with your child's name and their student ID number. So if you come at 5 o'clock on the second day, your child's device will be here. There's no need to have a big lineup the first day, the first time. It's okay. You don't need to worry about that. And if you're working at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock and you come at 4 or 5 o'clock, that's okay. We set up those times, so hopefully we're catching everyone when they're not working. If you're out of town and you cannot come on those days to get your child's device, we understand that. We will communicate with you when there's going to be other times to get the device. but those are the times we have set up. If you don't have a vehicle and you need to walk here to get your child's device, that's okay. We do ask that you remember to wear a mask, to social distance, and we'll have some arrangements here outside on the drop-off loop for you to pick up your child's device as well. Obviously, our first and best case scenario is a drive-up scenario. That's safe for you and safe for us. If you are driving up, we do ask you to wear a mask when you do that. We want to keep our distance from you as well. So what else do we need to know? Let's see. We're not going to run out. Talked about that. Talked about student IDs. Talked about social distancing, and talked about the requirements for this. So that's pretty much it. So I want to remind you again, the time to pick up your devices is going to be August 12th and 13th from 2 to 6. We hope that everyone will be able to come. If you absolutely cannot because you are not in town, look for some other information to tell you when device pickup will be. Again, it will be a drive up through the drop-off loop. It's really important that you have your child's name and student ID number on a card or paper. And again, if you don't have that information, please go on to Home Access Center to get it. If you don't have a Home Access Center account, now is a perfect time to set that up, and you can go through our website for that. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that our Chromebook distribution will go smoothly.